I'll get started now because it's 3 o'clock and I want to make the best of everybody's time. People are going to come into this webinar, and if you come in, hello, I'm Lacey. Introduce yourself in the chat and go ahead and ask any questions that you have in here. So this webinar, I think it's going to be less than 30 minutes with questions included. There is a bunch of files that I want to send to you if you are in the live webinar. People are just going to come in and we'll say hi to them as they come in. Hello. Today is all about how to make a sales page, and it's the result. I just decided to do this morning because I was fielding so many questions on sales pages. And if there has been a theme of the last 4 months, it has really been the importance of digital marketing, and sales pages are so crucial in that digital marketing for some services. So this webinar pulled together last minute, but we're going to talk about how to make a sales page. And in the files that I'll send you, there is not only a template and a how-to guide about how to make a sales page, but there is a file there that if you're using the Divi theme, you can upload that and you can have my exact template that I use for a sales theme. So there you go. Starting out, just the basics, like where do you use a sales page, the structure, getting people to your sales page now that you have this awesome thing that you've taken time to build. And then at the end, I'll answer questions. And it's just full disclosure, doing this sales page webinar, I am prepping for my own launch of an online course that's going to be coming on July 14th. And it's all about designing your services. It's born out of being so frustrated guiding people through how to build their services page that I stopped and took a moment and said, oh, wait, I have the tool set to be able to break this down into smaller bits and pieces. And I realized that by doing that, what you fundamentally had was the beginning of a marketing plan too. So this course is all about designing your services, how to write, demonstrate, and market your offer. A sales page is mentioned in the course, but there's a lot of other ways to demonstrate your offers than a sales page. So this is just one little snippet of what you would get in the course that's coming up. And there's nothing to buy right now. I'm not doing a pre-sale of this class, but from July 14th to the 24th, if you enroll, it's only $197. After the 24th, it's going to be $397. So there's that. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about sales pages. What are they good for? I guess the biggest benefit of a sales page that I could recommend is that it's such a complete, detailed presentation of your offering online. And so when you're presenting an offer, it has things like the #1 benefits, testimonials, why you are in a prime position to be giving that content. And then also it's scalable. And what I mean by scalability is our other sales tools of moving people from interested into a purchase have been perhaps like a consultation call. And those are wonderful, but they're not necessarily very scalable, because if one person comes to your sales page or if 1 million people come to your sales page, you, the business owner or the sales team, aren't taxed by that anymore. So you build it and then it can scale out indefinitely to sell your offer. And then it also really builds into your sales funnel. And I have this graphic here, but if you can think of at the very beginning is just people who are aware of your business. Like how many people are those? Let's say like 1,000 people are just aware that you exist. And then we're moving down the funnel. And then how many people are interested in what you have to say? So they're following you on social media, they're reading maybe some of your blog posts. So that's further down the funnel. Maybe 500 are interested. They move from aware to interested. And then what does it take for them to make the decision to work with you or not, if that was the bottom of that? So where a sales page fits into the sales funnel is it really can take people from the interested into making a decision and then the action stage of a funnel. So it's at the bottom of this, which is why it's not necessarily a good tool if you don't have that overall awareness, because you need to bring people into your funnel and your sales page in order to make a difference on how many people convert and how many people you sell to. And I'll explain more of that later. So now we'll go into how a page is structured. I have this PDF and it will be in the course files as well, but it's available on my website. So the beginning is the introduction. And what I like to say, there's a few different ways to approach what the header will be. It could be a flag in the ground statement, like, I believe in this, and if you believe in this, then maybe we should work together. So that's what I have on here. When your offer is clear, clients will buy. So what I'm doing essentially is I'm putting a big statement that you would have to believe in that in order to be interested in the rest of the page. Another way of doing the introduction is to paint a picture of what success or the outcome will look like. And then after that is naming the offer. So what is it exactly? What is the mode that somebody is receiving this offer? Is it a live event? Is it going to be a workshop? Is it a mastermind group? Naming the mode really does help the viewer kind of say, like, okay, this is what it's all about, and now I'm still interested in reading more. With a sales funnel and a sales page, you shouldn't be afraid about people opting out, saying, I'm not interested. Because what we're looking for is to narrow down to the people who are just perfect for your offer. They understand what's involved and they are like, thumbs in, I really want this solution and I know you can get me there. And you can't do that by helping everyone. Okay. So the next part is where we empathize with where the potential client is right now. And I struggled with this in the early days of marketing because it seems so negative. Like, I don't want to talk about how people are struggling. I want to talk about how they're going to be doing great. And I'm such an optimist that this was hard. But when I skipped that, it denied them a sense of like, well, do you even know what I'm going through? Like, this is really, really difficult. And so by laying out what's going on right now, then you have a chance to say, and I know that you are there, and this is how I can help you. So the second part of a sales page I recommend is the core frustration. And once we've laid that out, we want to talk about the solution. The offer that we're giving them is really the solution to their problems. And some of the common pitfalls when we describe the solution is to describe how we do it, or the minutia, or the things, the details. And what we really need to do here is describe like what success feels like. In my early 20s, my first job was I was working for a national weight loss company. Let's just say that. I won't name any names. But one of the things that we would tell clients, and this feels kind of gross now, but it's actually quite profound, was how much would you pay if you could snap your fingers and all the weight that you wanted to be gone was gone? And that's your level of like commitment to that. But the brilliant thing about that analogy was it placed the person in the mindset of having the ideal solution that they were looking for. Now, I'm not suggesting to manipulate people like that, but really spelling out clearly what they are, what they're buying. When someone who was in our weight loss center, they were buying the idea and the chance to reach their weight loss goals. So what are people buying, and painting that picture of how great it's going to be, and not bearing down yet on the minutia of how you're going to get there. Like, the solution is a 6-week program. No. This is after they're done with their 6-week program. What is it like? What does it feel like? How is their life different? And then we get to talk about the results more. because with the sales page, there is usually a core benefit. I was just saying about the solution that they're buying, but then there's all these other things that can happen with that benefit. Like, are they going to feel better about their life? Are they going to have more opportunities? So one of the people that I work for, she is a book coach, and she holds people accountable to get their book written. And during that, she helps authors build that audience. And so the main core offer would be get your book written, because she holds people to deadlines and she's great at that. But then another result would be have a built-in audience. And then a second result might be less time in the editing room. And then the third result would be something else. So really thinking through, like, not only what is the big thing that they're paying for, but what are the other things in their life that are going to change as a result of going through this offer. And then we're doing our first ask. We are listing out what does it take to get this thing, because we've just painted this rosy picture. We're saying, like, if you would like me to help you get there, this is the options: how to buy, the price, what it takes, what they need to know, and then a buy now button. And it goes on, because sales pages, I love an epic sales page. Then we go into the introduction. And this is not, hi, my name is Lacey. I live in Redmond with 2 kids and my husband. This is, hi, my name is Lacey. I've been designing websites for 5 years and I can help you design yours. So it's introducing yourself in the context of why you are uniquely positioned to help this person get to where they're going. And while all these areas are optional for a sales page, I really did put in the whole kitchen sink, and I built sales page that have maybe a bits and pieces. I love it when sales pages put on there who it is for and who it is not, because not everybody is going to be successful with your offer. And when you can spell out what is needed, what level of commitment is going to be involved, and then who it's kind of hairy. Like, I don't work very well with multi-level sales or people who work in like a franchise, because they don't have the level of ability to change how they word and how they market themselves. So I would say, like, if you're in a network marketing company, like, this isn't for you, because you need to be able to you need to have flexibility in your offer and how you offer it, and direction as a business owner is what I would say. So this is a really wonderful section to think about including in your sales page. And then social proof. These are testimonials. It could also be your certifications and other accolades where you've been published. You've seen those bars of as seen in Shape magazine and this and that, Forbes. This is where you would want to say that this stuff works and I'm the professional and you can trust me. It's a signal that other people have invested time and money in you, and that you're somebody who can be respected and trusted. Now, if you're just starting a new program, how do you get these testimonials? I think that, so there's 2 ways you could do it. You could use testimonials from another similar service on there, and you could even cite, like, this was, client from this type of thing. Another way to do it is, before you launch your sales page, maybe get everything up but this part, and then beta launch it to people, just to get feedback, and then use their testimonials in there. So those are a few different ways to do that. But the importance of social proof on a sales page is critical. Now we're getting more into the details about what we're offering. So this could be the different modules of an online course. This could be if you're doing a coaching program, it could be the sections of a coaching program and how that leads to the desired outcome. If it's a mastermind, it could be the schedule, because maybe you hold your meetings every Thursday. And so if someone was to buy now and then they're booked out on Thursdays, it's not going to be a good fit. So this is the part where you talk a little bit about what it's like to be in the actual offer. So they're picturing them going through the process with you to get to where they want to go, spelling out that to get comfortable with the idea of, okay, either I'm going to take this on, or I'm getting in the shoes of what that's like to work with you, what's involved. Frequently asked questions. Okay, so if you don't have a frequently asked questions section somewhere on your website, not just your sales page, just your website, you might be missing out on one of the greatest SEO, search engine optimization opportunities out there, because usually the questions that are frequently asked are asked on Google. And so when you can take one of those questions like, how do I make a sales page? And you have a long form answer to that, Google loves that, and they love sending traffic there. So frequently asked questions on a sales page isn't necessarily for SEO. A lot of times these sales pages aren't even attached to the website. Mine is, but you see I've removed all the header and the footer. It's just there because I don't want people to get distracted by my website. I want them to see the sales page offer. But the frequently asked questions part of it, it's going to save you a lot of time as a business owner. So each time a new question about your offer comes in and you want to take the time to really formulate an answer, take the time, formulate an answer, and throw it up on your frequently asked questions, because those are SEO gold. And then the last part is the second offer. So are you ready to, and then the best benefit of the service. Are you ready to change your life? I hope you don't use that one because it's kind of cliche. But that's all there is. There isn't any more. And here's a buy now button, and making that very clear that if they're ready to embark now, that's where they click. Okay, I'll go back to the other presentation. So that's the structure and the outline that I recommend and how to formulate it. And do you see how it's such a complete detailing of what you're offering? So this part is all about how do you get people to your sales page? Because if you've taken the time to outline an offer that detailed, it's really sad when people don't go to it and they're not discoverable from your website. Now you could put the sales page on the top bar of your website. That's usually where businesses put their most current offers. But another way on social media is to drive people to your sales page with a campaign of breaking down into sections the benefits part that you outlined on there, and maybe writing case studies of people who have gone through it, just really short case studies. And when I say case studies, all it is someone was like this before, transformation, and the transformation is your product, and now the new thing. So the old normal, your product and what it did for them, and the new normal, which is shiny and great and beautiful, right? And then at the end of those social media posts, it's, hey, do you want to get this for yourself? Click here to learn more. And then the sales page is such an excellent way to learn more about your services. So that's how to fill up your funnel. When you have a sales page, you can track the metrics for it. How many people are going there? Like, how good is your awareness to interest part of your funnel going? And that is called conversion. When somebody goes from just I'm aware of you to I'm interested in you, that conversion can be measured. So if we have an increase of 300% on Facebook engagement, but we're not seeing any more sales, we can kind of look at the rest of the funnel and think about, well, what's going wrong? That's not the time to invest in advertisements, because what you're showing is that it doesn't matter how many more you put into the top of the funnel, it's not resulting in more sales for you. So what a sales page does for you is it shows you exactly where there's a gap in, where there's a hole in your funnel, where it's not converting from one stage to the other to give you that sale. All right, that was a whirlwind. I did it in 20 minutes. I'm pretty proud of myself. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any other questions, feel free to email Lacey@highlyanticipated.net, and I'll be sending you over those files. Take care.